moment, but first a look at Cal. They lost their last 3 games of 2010, finishing 5-7, their first losing season since '01, the year before Jeff Tedford became head coach. Cal is a new starting quarterback, Zach Maynard, who sat out last season after transferring from Buffalo. In 2009, he threw for nearly 2,700 yards, 18 touchdowns for the Bulls. After 88 years of playing at Memorial Stadium, the Golden Bears will play their home games at AT&T Park, while the home stadium is renovated this year. First time Cal will host its games outside Berkeley. Cal season starts with a neutral site game, Candlestick Park, against Fresno State. Golden Bears conference slate brutal, starting with 3 straight road games at Colorado, Washington, Oregon. They also end the season at Stanford and Arizona State. Let's get back out to the campus lawn and Chris Feller. Chris.
Well, Chris, thanks. With Jeff Tedford, a quarterback is always a good place to start. Frankly, people have looked at Cal, and your fans have been crying out for sort of better quarterback play in recent years. What does Zach Maynard bring that leads you to believe he can be that guy?
Well, I really believe he brings the athleticism that we've been lacking a little bit to make things happen on the field. You know, we can call some quarterback runs. He can, when the play breaks down, he's going to be able to make things happen. He can throw the ball, make all the throws on the field, long balls, arm strength, touch, the whole bit. So I was really impressed with what he did in spring and looking forward to the fall.
He's half-brother of Keenan Allen, a playmaker for you guys. How does those guys being brothers manifested on the field in a positive way?
Yeah, well, we always kid because even if he's not in the read and he throws Keenan the ball, we say there's such thing as the route tree and the family tree, and sometimes the family tree takes over.
If you have to throw it to the wrong guy, at least it's the right guy in most cases.
Exactly.
He can run.
Exactly.
You guys have a funky schedule in a weird situation with Memorial Stadium being renovated. You're going to play at the Giants ballpark where they play bowl games and both teams on the same side of the field with the benches. I guess that's not going to be the way it's laid out. But how does it impact your team to not have a true home field this year?
Well, you know, we're not going to be in the confines of Memorial Stadium, but we beat Miami in a bowl game 2 years ago or 3 years ago there, and our fans had a great experience there. And so, you know, the big thing is put the positive spin on it, that our players know it doesn't matter where we play. You know, let's just go. We have our home field, our home crowd, rather, and we need to execute to win. And that's what it's going to be about. We can't allow it to be a distraction.
Or an excuse.
An excuse, yeah.
How does the quest for the Rose Bowl change by this conference situation? I mean, some people think that the 2-division format is a great unknown. They don't know how it's going to play out. How do you see it?
Same way. You know, I'm anxious to see how it does. I think it's something. I think it's a boost for our conference, really. You know, to play that and have the championship game is something new. I want to see how it works, how it's going to affect us in BCS standings and so on and so forth, because you see it that way in the SEC sometimes, how it affects people, you know, when it comes down to BCS rankings. And so I'm anxious to see it. I think we're in a tough conference, and the North Division is very strong. We have Utah and Colorado coming into the conference, which are great football programs. So I think it's going to be very competitive but interesting.
The unique twist is that the Pac-12 team with the higher ranking will host the championship game. You better root against the Giants. If there may be a conflict there if you have to play some of your games, not necessarily the championship game, but at least the part of the season.
No, I'm a Giants fan though, so I can't do that being a Bay Area guy. But it should all work out just great.
Defensively, you lose some guys that made big impact. If you watch the draft, you saw 3 Golden Bears go. So you got 6 key guys out in a conference like this. It's tough to be inexperienced on defense. What gives you hope?
Well, we have a lot of guys coming back. We lost 3 productive guys last year, but we had quality guys behind them. And they stepped up really well through spring. I think our leadership there is great on defense. We led the conference in total defense and pass defense last year. The other part of it, it's a second year for our defensive coordinator, who I think now, is after spending all his career in pro football, now he understands what it's like to prepare each and every week, say for the spread 1 week, the tempo game 1 week, pistol 1 week, 2 back the other week, that type of thing. So I think we're even going to be better this year than we were last year on defense.
Last thing, I know you're very proud of Aaron Rodgers, the guy that you tutored at Cal, winning a Super Bowl, and a guy that really nobody recruited. I mean, at junior college, you're looking for a tight end. You find this quarterback, you bring Aaron in, and what you saw from him last year, the leadership didn't surprise you, did it?
Not at all. You know, I think it's so evident to look at him and see how his teammates respond to him, how he handled that transition through the Favre transition. Aaron's a quality guy, and I was just really, really proud of the way that he not only played, but the way he took that team and put it on his back and the way he performed. I was really proud of him to win a Super Bowl.
It's a great story. Jeff, thanks for your time. You appreciate it. Look for Cal against Fresno State. Candlestick Park in the opener, then AT&T for the rest of the home games.
All right, what to watch for? You can catch the Brickyard 400 from